So again, this is Rockwood Black 14s, and the winner of this match will go on to play the winner of Blue Steel Blue, and whoever wins between West Regional 1 and Team Momentum Navy, who we played yesterday. Actually, Momentum Navy was in another bracket, my bad. Anyway, so that'll be at noon, and if we lose this game, then we will referee at 11. So let's not lose. So the lineup as we start out here is going to be Mabel, Remy, and Rachel in the front, with Sophia Nelson, who will go out for Cam as the libero, Layla and Barra in the back. And it looks like Rockwood will start with the ball. And this is the semifinal to determine who goes to the championship and to play for the bid today. And Rockwood will put the ball in play. Camry up and falls between Barra and Rachel, and the first point to Rockwood. Rachel up to Barra, back to Rachel. She pushes it to the corner, and it's high-handed in the back by Rockwood. Off the block, Layla, and we can't get the ball up, and it's 2-0 Rockwood. This will be a tougher match than we've had so far in this tournament. And this is one of the shorter Rockwood teams I think I've ever seen, and ball comes over. Rachel DeBarra to Mabel, off the block and down, and a point by Crossfire, 2-1. I think this is where the shortest of the 14-year-olds end up for Rockwood. Everybody else is 6 foot or bigger, I believe, as Rachel puts the ball in play into the middle, set in the middle, and it is killed down by Rockwood, and it's 3-1. Crossfire down by 2. That is what we watched this match, Rockwood against Peo, and they slammed the ball over the court against Peo. Peo had no answer for it, so Crossfire sends it short, service error, and it's 3-2. Nelson in for Remy as Camry comes back to serve for Crossfire. Little different angle in this game. We got pushed out of our other spot because the other game was still going on and there was a team sitting in there and we couldn't get set up. So we are on the bench side this time. Cam sends it over, and it is in on the line, and it's 3-3, an ace for Cam. (3-3) now. Cam sends it over short middle. Pushed into the middle and slammed straight down by the middle. And that's the second straight time she's done that, and they're making no secret of who they're trying to get the ball to. Number 43 in the middle of their lineup. And that rolls over. Lucky bounce. Roll over the net cord into the Crossfire side. Rockwood with a lucky point, and they're up by 2. Rachel pumps it over to Barra. Good save there. Pushed over free by Mabel. And again to the middle, and Rachel digs this one. Barra sends it back over. Free ball deep to the corner and out. And that's going to be a point by Crossfire. We were ready for that one, but just couldn't quite put the ball away on their side. And now Rockwood leads by 3, 6-3. Rachel up to Barra. Barra pushes it outside. Jasmine off the block and down, and a point for Crossfire. As Jasmine hammers that off the blockers and down, on the Rockwood side. Nelson is in. Cam comes out. Mabel back to serve. May sends it over short middle. Again down to the outside, and it's pulled too much outside the line, and that's a point for Crossfire as they went to the outside hitter instead of to the middle for the first time. And it's 6-5, and Mabel puts it in play again. Back to the middle. This is going to be back set to the right side, and that's going to be long, and it'll tie the game 6-6. So quickly it's becoming obvious that the play is to keep the ball away from their center, from their middle. May again. Now she sends it right side. This is going to be free balled over. May handles it. Barra back set to Nelson on a slide. Dug by the libero, put to the right side, and hit into the net, and Crossfire takes their first lead, 7-6. Whatever we do, we have to keep it away from their middle. Mabel sends it deep right side, bumped up by the libero. This is going to be to the outside, and it's cross court off Mabel. Remy goes and gets it and free balled over by Nelson into this is going to be the middle hitter, and it is, and it's off the block, but there's a replay because a ball came over from the other court and a break for Crossfire. Keeps it 7-6. We had a blocker on her. The ball went off the block, and we couldn't dig it, but the ball came from the other side where they're warming up, which is where our game ball has now ended up, and I think we got a new one, and they don't like that one. They want the actual game ball, so they went and retrieved it. The line judge has it, and we are back with our original game ball. We'll stay at 7-6 here. Mabel back to serve again. She does. She sends it deep middle. Back set to the right side, dumped over. Remy up to Barra. Barra outside to Jasmine off the block. Dug in the back by the libero. Pushed to the right side or left side. Dumped over. Rachel covers. Barra has to push it up to the net, and it is into the net and can't be recovered, and it ties the game at 7. Tough break there. Overpass, and Barra tried to dump it over, and it was blocked, and Crossfire just couldn't keep it out of the net after that. Tied at 7. Remy up to Barra, pushes outside to Nelson, and that's going to be long, and it's 8-7 Rockwood. The good news is their middle is in the back now. She is serving, and she hammers one over to Remy. Barra again outside Nelson, pushes it over. Handled there. This is going to be on the left side, off Cam and out. 9-7 Rockwood. Remy, Barra. Back row attack, Remy knocks it over. This is to the left side, and it's hammered into the back. Remy up to Barra. Barra outside. Jasmine puts it cross court, tools it off the back row and out. And it's now a point Crossfire, 9-8 Rockwood. Remy comes out, and Gabby is in as Barra goes back to serve for Crossfire, down by 1. Served into the middle, now set to the right or to the outside off the block. Gabby taken nicely there by Barra, and Gabby sends it free into the deep middle back. Into the center, now it's off and in. Rockwood has the point, and it's 10-8. They will serve up by 2. Cam sends it up. Neela tries to catch the overpass, and she hits it twice. And they called her for a back row attack, but she really didn't because she didn't jump, but she did hit it twice. And it's 11-8. Cam sends it up to Neela. Neela puts it straight up. Jasmine hits it into the middle back, covered nicely now up to the left side, and that is in, and they are picking the corners, folks, and it's now 12-8. Timeout by Coach Wells. Crossfire down by 4, and how in the world this Rockwood team was ranked as low as they were coming into this tournament, I don't know, because this looks like the best team at the tournament so far we've seen. They were clicking on all cylinders in their game against Peo, and they have brought it in here against Crossfire for sure. And it's not that Crossfire is playing bad by any stretch. It's just that Rockwood's hitting on all cylinders right now. Crossfire's doing everything they can to continue to stay in this game. Another stray ball from over in the warm-up on the other court. Cam sends it to the front. Neela. Rachel, it's blocked and dug by Nelson in the middle big time. And that's going to be a point for Crossfire. What a play by Sophie Nelson off the block. Rachel hit it right into the block. Nelson was there to bump it over the net and get the point for Crossfire. So Layla comes in for Jasmine. Another ball comes over from the warm-up on the other side as Layla kills one over the net. This is set to the left side, and they can't get it over. Point Crossfire. And it should be 12-10. Layla into the middle. Dug nicely. Pushed over. Layla tries to dig it, and for whatever reason, Rachel moved out of the way, and the ball would have been right to her, and was now 13-10. Rockwood has the lead by 3. Cam up to the front, Neela. Sets it to Nelson, and it's high and long. 14-10. Rockwood sends it over. Cam shanks one a little bit, and it's 15-10 off the platform. May will come in for Cam. And they go to Gabby this time. Overpass. Played up. And Rachel pushes it back. Corner and uses the player in the back to get a point. They tried to dump it. Rachel read it, and she pushed it right back where they weren't and probably got a break. That might have been going out, but the Rockwood player dove and hit the ball before it did, giving the point to Crossfire, and it's 15-11. Nelson serves, and she puts it short front row overpass. Nelson, Neela, short to May, straight down and dug out. Free ball over Layla. Then Neela outside. Gabby goes straight down. Tools it off a player and gets the point. 15-12. Bang! Gabby Lee with the point. Nelson sends it short middle. Sent to the left side, and it is hammered into the net. Another point by Crossfire. 15-13. Sophie Nelson back again. Trying to draw Crossfire closer as she serves it Deep middle this time. Set into the middle. Dumped over. Covered by Neela. Gabby outside. Rachel off the block. Covered in the back. Now pushed to the left side. Pushed over deep. Layla's there. Neela. Short set to Mabel, who pushes it over. She cleans it up in the middle again. Now it's left side. Deep puck. No, good play by Layla. Neela sets it up to Gabby. Roll shot over. Covered by Rockwood. Now this is going to be a free ball over the net. Nelson. Neela. Gabby. And it's down, and Rockwood only leads by one now as Gabby pushes it right over the top of the block, and it's 15-14. A timeout by Rockwood. A 1 point deficit for Crossfire now. 15-14, we got ourselves a game, folks. All right, so out of the timeout, everything's reset. Crossfire trails by one. Sophie Nelson back again to serve for Crossfire. She sends it over short right side. It is put down, and it's tied 15-15. The pass went into the net. They couldn't handle it. Looked like Mabel might have got a piece of it. Either way, it's 15 all. Nelson sends it short middle. Push to the left side. Off the block and down, and that's 16-15 Rockwood lead off the block. Back and forth game like we suspected it might be. Good volleyball match right here for sure as Rockwood puts it in play. Cam puts it up. Three people went to go get it. I think Neela hit it. It's sent deep back. That's got to be out of bounds over there. How far can you go, for crying out loud? Mabel puts it down off the block, and it's 16 all. Gabby back in for Remy in for Gabby, sorry. Rachel's back to serve. She sends it over to the right side. This is going to be set to the middle. Who's back in the game? Rachel digs her. And Remy dumps it on the other side. Push to the left side. Off the block and down. Mabel says, not today. And blocks the ball down on the other side for a point for Crossfire. 17-16. Big play. Now this is sent deep right side, and it is out. Service error ties the game at 17. Neela out and Barra is in as Rockwood goes to serve the ball, tied at 17. Layla up to Barra. Outside Mabel. Smashes one off the block. Another May shot. 18-17 Crossfire. Mabel Wagner's hot. Jasmine checks in for Layla. Cam puts it in play as a server. Into the middle, short set into the middle. No, dug again by Rachel. And, that didn't go over the net. Jasmine tried to hit the ball, and it didn't go over. It ties it at 18. We've got an answer for the middle now, folks. She keeps slapping it down. Rachel keeps putting it back up. Take her out of the game, and I think we got a shot. Ball's sent over. Rachel up to the front. Barra goes to get it off her into the net. Rockwood takes a 19-18 lead here. And a timeout on the floor by Crossfire, down by one. A bit of an overpass took Berra right into the net. Nothing she could do with that one. Tried to save it and couldn't. Gives Rockwood their lead back at 19-18. Good volleyball match here for sure. No timeouts remaining for Crossfire here in this set. They've taken both. Rockwood has one left. And Rockwood will put the ball in play up by one. Off the net, Rachel up to Berra. Berra back set. Mabel off the block and down, and another point by Mabel Wagner. 19 all. Keep feeding her. Sophie Nelson comes back in the game. Cam sits for a minute as Mabel goes back to serve for Crossfire. Tied at 19. Short right side. Push to the left side. Hit cross court, and it is sent over the net. Valiant effort by Mabel, but just a little too hard and wide, and it's 20-19. Rockwood, and this has all the makings of extra volleyball today, folks. Sent deep, Cam, Berra. Nelson puts it over. Cam to Berra, who puts it over one-handed. Free ball over Camry. Berra short set. Nelson dug up. Sent over again. Cam covers. Outside to Jasmine. She sends it down, and it's long. And now Crossfire trails by 2 here. Late in the first set. Remy put up the Berra. Outside to Nelson. Off the block. Covered. Left side. Blocked by Nelson and Berra. Again off the block. Rachel can't dig it, and it's 22-19. Sophie squared, blocked it. It was covered and sent back over, and Rachel couldn't quite dig it. 3-point lead now for Rockwood. Remy puts it up. Berra under it. Pushes it outside. Nelson sends it cross court. Front row. No one home. Point Crossfire. Down by 2. Sophie Berra back. She will serve left-handed for Crossfire. She sends it into the middle, and it is an ace. An ace for Berra. Down by 1. Sophia Berra trying to tie the game here. She sends it over deep left side now. Push to the left side, hit. Dug by Cam nicely. Berra back set to Jasmine. Dug by the libero in the back. Right side. Jasmine blocks it down. Ties the game. Big block. And the block went right down on the player's nose. I think she's got to come out of the game for a second. A timeout is called by Rockwood. So a timeout is taken. Both teams have taken both their timeouts now, and we're tied at 22. We haven't decided anything yet. What a match. This might be the match of the year right here. What a volleyball match between these two teams here. Berra is back. The referee puts the ball in play. Berra throws it up over her head and hits it short off the net cord dug nicely over there, and now left side hit. Chicken winged up by Cam. Rachel sends it in front, and Nelson sends it over. From the back row out to the left side. Put over. Rachel high hands it. Barra back to Jasmine, sends it cross court high handed. Now rolled shot over. Cam has it. Barra short set. Nelson puts it down. Tooled off the player. That's going to be a point. Crossfire 23-22. Crossfire by 1. Barra back again. Sends it deep middle back. Back set to the right side. Gabby puts it up. Barra to Jasmine, pushes it to the corner. High-handed. Sent back deep, high-handed by Gabby. Up to the corner over by Jasmine. Now sent to the left side. Sent deep, high-handed by Cam. Barra over to Rachel, sends it back over. Free ball. Into the middle, short set, off the block and down. Tied at 23. Sophie Nelson was there, went off her right hand straight down, and it ties the game. Neela will come in for Barra. Rockwood sends the ball over deep. Cam, high hand. Neela, outside Rachel. Sends it over. Dug nicely on the other side to the left side. Roll shot over. Dug by Rachel. Played at the net and won there by Nelson. Rachel sends it over off the block. Dug into the back row. This will be sent over. Blocked by Nelson, and Rachel couldn't quite get it. And now Rockwood has set point 24-23. Oh my, bodies were flying everywhere. And if not for a bad break, this game would be 24-23 the other way. Rockwood sends it over. Gabby up to Neela, pushes it outside Rachel. She sends one deep middle, and it's out. And Rockwood takes the first set, 25-23. But I got to tell you, folks, that was a great set of volleyball by both teams. Wouldn't surprise me if this thing goes 3. And for Crossfire to advance, it's going to have to. Wow. So just an unfortunate couple of breaks, but they could have gone either way, and either team could have deserved to win that match or that set. And unfortunately, Rockwood came out on top, 25-23. But boy, what a match on both sides! What great volleyball we saw there. So we're going to get ready for set number 2 here in the semifinal. Crossfire comes out with Mabel, Gabby, and Rachel in the front row with Nelson, Layla, and Neela in the back row. And I'm sure Cam will come in for Nelson once Nelson starts off and serves here. The only way to top that one is to win this one, because that was some good volleyball. So Sophie Nelson comes back to serve for Crossfire to start set 2. She sends it deep middle. Bump to the left side, roll shot over. Gabby is there. Neela for Rachel, who cuts one over, and it's covered by Rockwood. Out to the right side, middle back Layla. Neela to Mabel. She puts it down, and it is bumped over the net. Neela again outside. Gabby goes long. Point Rockwood. And as predicted, Cam is in for Nelson in the back row. Rockwood has the serve, leading 1-0. Cam. Neela tries to dive and get it, can't get there. 2-0 Rockwood. Slight miss pass there. Sent into the back, Camry. Neela offside the antenna, and 3-0 Rockwood. And that first pass is a bit of a struggle, and Nelson comes back in for Cam in the back row. Sent off the net court, an amazing job by Layla. Rachel sends it back row. Now it's pushed to the left side, off the block and down, 4-0 Rockwood. Cam back in. Into the middle, Cam to Neela. Outside Rachel, she sends one right at the libero. Push to the outside, and this is hit from the back row, Layla. Neela into the middle to Mabel, off the block, covered nicely. This is pushed over, and Layla has it. Neela pushes it over the net, and that's going to be outside the antenna and a point for Crossfire. 4-1 now, 3-point deficit. Gabby will sub out for Remy to come in, and Rachel will go back to serve. Rachel sends it short right side, or left side. Push to the left side, hit down off the block, and a point for Rockwood, 5-1. Barra comes in for Neela. Crossfire trails by 4. Their biggest deficit of this day so far. Cam into the middle. Barra sends it over, covered by the libero. And this will be a free ball over to Crossfire. Layla to Barra outside. Remy over the top. Dug in the back by libero. Pushed over, covered by... And Rachel does a back row attack to the other side. Sent back. Oh, some confusion by Rockwood. And a break there for Crossfire. 5-2. Jasmine checks in for Layla. Gabby back in for Remy. And Camry back to serve for Crossfire. Into the middle. This is back set to the right side and sent over off the block. Cam. Barra outside. Jasmine down. Somebody's in the net. It will be Rockwood. Point Crossfire. 5-3. They're within 2 now as Cam comes back to serve again. She sends it short middle. Sent up. This will be middle. Off the block. Sent back by Barra nicely. Out to the left side. Roll shot over. Covered by Jasmine. Sent to the back by Barra. Recovered it. Can't get it. 5-4. I think they were looking for a call they didn't get. Crossfire takes the break. 5-4 now. Cam with a chance to tie, sends it into the back row. Out to the right side, hit down. Cam, nice cover. Barra, Rachel from the back row sends it to the middle back. Front now, he hammers one home. That middle shows up again and hits one down, and it's 6-4. Remy in for Cam. The ball sent into the back row. Remy up to Barra. Back to Mabel off the block. Covered by Rockwood. Sent to the left side. Cross court. Nelson to Barra. Out to Jasmine over the top. Covered by Rockwood. Push to the left side. Dumped over. Rachel covers it. Barra back row attack. Remy puts it down for a point. Crossfire. 6-5 Rockwood. Mabel puts the ball in play for Crossfire, back row. Short set middle, covered there, and I didn't see her in the net. It looked like a block. Interesting call there. 7-5 now, Rockwood nonetheless. Cam sends it to the front. Barra pushes it way outside. Nelson rolls it over. Into the middle. It is over the block. Remy, Barra, outside Jasmine off the net cord. Dumped over. Rachel digs it. Barra back row. Remy, she tries to go right side with it. Covered there. Sent to the middle back. Remy again. A little bit of an overpass. Covered by Barra, who puts it away. Point Crossfire on a dump over by Sophie Barra they weren't ready for. And Barra will come back and serve for Crossfire down by 1. Cam to Barra, short set. Nelson left-handed. Dug out, free balled over. Cam up to Barra, back set to Jasmine, but into the net, and it's 8-6. Rockwood serves it. Rachel digs it. Rotation called on Crossfire. Interesting, this down ref is calling a whole lot of stuff. So 9-6. I've not seen a coach down ref call a rotation before, but I guess they do. And Rachel goes off the block. She's blocked down, and it's 10-6 Crossfire. Or, sorry, 10-6 Rockwood. I wish it was 10-6 Crossfire. Gabby up to Neela. She goes back set Jasmine. Blocked by Rockwood, and that is a point for them. 11-6 timeout by Crossfire here. He's starting to get away from them. (11-6). Rockwood has the answer to everything right now, no matter what Crossfire does. And it's not that Crossfire is doing things poorly. It's Rockwood's just better right now.